true that the scriptures teach that cursed be the man that trusts in man and make flesh his arm and whose heart departed from Yahweh. But then Yahweh also will give you a perfect man, an upright man. For the end of that man is peace. And if you don't know how to discern between him that serveth Elohim and him that serveth him not, one that fears Elohim and one that fears him not, then you will have a very serious problem with the image of someone that is perfect. I notice how many people they able to discern who the wicked is. Oh, this person is wicked. But you really never hear people say, man, this person is righteous. This person is perfect. This person is upright. You don't hear that a lot. And why don't you hear that a lot? When the scripture says, mark this type of man. And not only Job, watch this man here. In the book of 1 Kings, the 15th chapter. Let us turn there. In the book of 1 Kings 15, and I'll start at the very first verse. Now in the 18th year of King Jehoram, the son of Nebat, reigned Abiyam over Yehuda. 3 years reigned he in Jerusalem, and his mother's name was Maacah, the daughter of Abi Shalom. And he walked in all the sins of his father, which he had done before him. And his heart was not perfect with Yahweh his Elohim, as the heart of David his father. Nevertheless, for David's sake did Yahweh his Elohim give him a lamp in Jerusalem, to set up his son after him, and to establish Jerusalem, because David did that which was right in the eyes of Yahweh. And he turned not aside from anything that he commanded him all the days of his life, save only in the matter of Uriah the Hittite. Another man that the Creator said, this man was perfect. He had a perfect heart. As a matter of fact, there are scriptures that let you know this was a man after Yahweh's own heart. So is this the type of man that Yahweh was speaking of when he said, mark the perfect man? Behold the upright? For the end of that man is peace. Undoubtedly, that wouldn't even be said if Yahweh didn't want you to look at a man for anything. But Yahweh did. He made men perfect. He made men upright. He gave men a perfect heart, so that you will have an image, a likeness of something that he loved, that he desired, that he enjoyed. And so you can't say, well, I never seen a perfect man. Maybe you just don't know what a perfect man is. You don't know how perfection really look. You just don't have that knowledge. And that's unfortunate that you don't have that knowledge because watch this. I want to show you something that a lot of people probably didn't know. In the book of Deuteronomy, the 18th chapter, and watch what this is, especially people who say they keep the law, especially people who say they love the law. And just imagine people who don't believe in the law. Watch this law. Watch this commandment that the Creator give us concerning what we are speaking about right now. In the book of Deuteronomy, the 18th chapter, the 13th verse, it says, you shall be perfect with Yahweh, your Elohim. So what is Yahweh telling us? What is Yahweh commanding us? And what is this law? He said we're supposed to be perfect with him. No wonder the scripture says, mark the perfect man. Behold the upright. For the end of that man is peace. And this is not the attitudes of a rebellious people trying to see who's perfect and see who's upright. They're rebellious people. They're just the opposite. They trying to see your faults. They trying to point out your flaws. They trying to see what they can discover, like in the case of Daniel in Babylon, where the various leaders and the heads, princes in Babylon, tried to find fault with him, with his Elohim. And of course, you're going to find fault with him with your Elohim, because nobody can be as perfect as Yahweh. So sure they was going to find fault there. But Yahweh is the judge of all. And Yahweh knows what perfection is all about. He knows what it is. He knows how it looks. He knows what it sounds like. He knows the walk. And this is what we have to know. This is what we have to learn. Here it is. Many of our people today are joining us in a fast 40 days and 40 nights, and it's not too late. Although we've already started the 40-day fast. And why are we fasting? What purpose? What is the meaning behind this? Well, it's really to learn how to be perfect. Well, how can fasting teach you that? Well, let me show you what fasting can really do. First of all, fasting helps one enter into a state of which Yahweh said he will never despise. This state is called a state of humility, a contrite spirit, a broken heart. And why is it that your hearts break when you fast? It breaks because you're separating yourself, you're sustaining from various lusts, from your various vanities, and from things that can separate you from the Most High. Now, this does not mean just because you're fasting, it does not mean you're humble. It does not mean you're perfect. But if you want to get into a certain state of condition, mindset, there's certain things the scripture teach you to do. We read David had a perfect heart. We read Job was perfect and upright. One that fears Elohim and shuns evil. Watch, and then the law teach us to be thou perfect. And if you're a law keeper, why ain't you trying to be perfect? Watch what it tells Abraham. Then we're going to get a little bit into the state of condition that helps you to become your greater self. In the book of Genesis, the 12th chapter, and watch what it says.